This is one of the few times where I'm spilling over from my 4-burner into the back burner. There's a lot of simultaneous cooking happening.
Simultaneous cooking. Okay. And we're back.
We're back. Another edition of Mystery Menu.
I'm Sohla.
And I'm Ham. Let's talk about this last one we did, tahine.
That
wow,
was
what
so
a
much
treat
fun.
that was. That like
So much
turned
fun.
into a party.
All you need is tahine
All you need is tahine.
to make any meal a party.
Yeah.
Not sponsored by tahine. I'm no longer suspicious.
That's what they want. That's what they want. Never let go of that distrust. It'll take a lot more than tahine and bacon to win my trust back.
That's all it takes from me.
Okay. And there's a card. Wow. Well, like every other one this season, I am stumped. I feel like we guessed so many right last season that they took it as a personal insult and like made sure to make it impossible to guess.
Feel this. Is this like a lobster claw?
I feel like it's a little spongy to be a lobster claw.
Mushrooms?
Ooh, maybe mushrooms. Oh, there's so many. Mushrooms!
Mushrooms.
Nailed it.
We got one.
Nailed it.
Okay, this is a good one.
Oh, this is another great one.
This is a really good one.
All these different kinds of mushrooms. You got portobellos. You got enoki. You got white beach. You got trumpet, oyster.
Have you guys been watching the...
The Last of Us.
This is going to be really fun.
Yes.
Okay.
Open the envelope now.
Just a little note. Create an
Oh.
all vegan menu.
Awesome.
Creating these mushroom dishes.
Awesome. We can do that. We can definitely do that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Why not? We don't eat a lot of meat in the day-to-day. That's more of like a special occasion thing. But we use a lot of dairy, meat-adjacent products.
Well, and we
like-
have a freezer full of animal fats.
And we have a freezer full of. So
Yes.
we cook with a lot of like schmaltz and lard and tallow. But the good thing is that mushroom brings so much meatiness that I think with the right cooking, we can get there.
Yeah.
So this is more than any other challenge. 1 hour is really, really tough because you need time to build a lot of flavor if you're going with a vegan menu. It's a lot of slow cooking. It's a lot of slow
Stocks
roasting,
and-
a lot of stocks.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little tough.
I have never used this kind of mushroom
Lion's
before.
mane?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I take this in powdered form for my brain.
They like soak. They soak up sauce really well. Could we do?
I think it could be cool if like, wait, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say if we get a really big cluster and roast it
Yes,
whole.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That could be like our entree.
That's our entree. Like just get the biggest cluster of mushrooms that we can find, slow roast it in the oven, baste it, treat it like a roast. And we can make like a nice mushroom puree as like the mashed potato. So mushroom jus, roasted mushroom puree, mushroom Yorkshire puds.
I feel like a mushroom puree. I want something else with that. But like,
Well, what
yeah,
if we lightened it with cauliflower? Cauliflower and mushroom puree.
yeah, cauliflower mushroom puree, and then we need like a salady thing,
These are really nice, like
pickled.
pickled. We can do like a nice pickly, really bright mushroom salad
Lots of
instead of the
picked
fritto
herbs.
misto. Yeah, maybe a little cheese.
No, it's vegan. It's
Oh,
got to be vegan cheese. It's gonna be nutritional
No,
yeast.
never mind. Never mind. Yeah.
You know what
walnuts.
this menu needs is lots and lots of butter.
Yeah, lots
We're
of
gonna
butter,
be
lots
using
of
lots
cheese.
of vegan butter.
So what we've got so far? So pickly mushroom, lots of herbs, salad.
Or ooh, what if it's like a walnut pesto with
Okay.
like with the mushrooms
Oh,
and the
sticking
herbs
out
on
of it.
top? Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, it'll look like a little forest.
I like that.
We'll do
It'll be
nutritional
nice
yeast
to
in there.
get those large white button mushrooms that we peel and hit on the mandolin.
Yeah.
And then we'll just cover that with that.
So for the centerpiece roasted mushroom, just lots of garlic,
And then just baste it.
good oil,
Yeah.
good olive
basted
oil.
With good olive oil.
And then Yorkshire pudding. We got jus, cauliflower puree. That seems good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get truffles?
Oh, that's a mushroom.
That's a mushroom.
Can we get truffles? Where are we putting the truffles? On the cauliflower mushroom puree.
Yeah, cauliflower mushroom.
Shower it with truffles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Preferably white.
Yeah,
but,
preferably
but
white.
But black will be fine.
This feels a little bit like classic Sunday roast vibes. What would you normally have as a dessert with that? Like a sticky toffee pudding?
Sticky toffee pudding or a trifle.
Oh, but how do you do that without eggs?
Oh, that's right.
It's vegan.
It's vegan, so the caramel's has to be vegan
Yeah.
as well.
I think we need to use the vegan butter for the dessert.
Okay.
I think, and you know what might be cool? Instead of the dates, could we do like some chewy candied mushroom throughout the cake?
If we like simmer them in syrup.
Yeah, cook the mushrooms down in there. The cake isn't gonna be as dense, I think, with like flax and vegan butter. It's probably gonna be like a little bit fluffier later, but we can pour like a porcini toffee with vegan butter on top. What I want on there is ice cream now. We can just buy a vegan ice cream. There's tons of them.
Yeah.
We need to spend a lot of time developing flavors here. To the drawing board.
To the board.
To the board. Okay, should we start with the centerpiece? I can't draw mushrooms. That's a mushroom. So you're thinking a giant oyster or maitake?
Whatever is larger and more dramatic. So the largest mushroom crown.
Let's do it in a cast iron skillet. Lots of garlic, lots of thyme, good olive oil. We need the good stuff here.
Yeah. And then we'll just finish it with a dusting of parsley.
Or
Ooh.
tarragon. Let's do tarragon powder.
Let's do, like dry tarragon blended up.
That'll be really pretty.
That
Really
sounds
like
good.
foresty.
Yeah, it'll look like mossy.
We'll have our sage, the thyme sticking out. And I think the garlic is gonna taste really good. Okay, so we're gonna do cauliflower mushroom puree, covered in shaved truffles.
Yeah.
Kind of like a gratin thing, so we get more truffle coverage. Truffle, 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 truffle. Okay, now our mushroom salad. Wow. And we're gonna have pickled gnocchis. What do you wanna pickle it in?
We'll make like a shallot vinegar, because I think the shallots will
The
be
shallots
nice
will be
with this.
nice in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, shallots. And then,
Some roasted chanterelles. Okay, cool.
whoa, okay. So roasted, this is my chanterelle. Roasted chanterelle, and then are we covering the whole thing in shaved?
In shaved button
Buttons?
mushrooms. The dollar size. They're called silver dollar button mushroom.
And then we have our pesto. Lemon zest.
Do you think this could use like a grain like a farro to kind of tie it all together?
I feel like it's like a little messy then should we just mix the farro in with the pesto? Now it's like really hearty.
And then
then
now
we
it's
have
hearty.
like the mushroom stuff on top.
Yeah.
Jus?
Jus. And that's just like roasted mushrooms cooked down. We'll get like a veg stock.
Maybe the base should be a dashi. It'll be like a vegan dashi. It'll be kombu with dried shiitakes
Okay.
instead of the bonito.
Okay.
And then, what's that starch that's not starchy?
Kuzu?
Yeah. Let's use kuzu. Sticky toffee. Wow, the proportions on everything here, so off.
What is that?
This is a piece of cake.
Oh.
That's their toffee. And there's scream.
I'm torn on this salad.
I feel like the farro,
The pesto,
it's
all of
getting
it's
really
too
heavy.
heavy.
I don't even know if I want a roasted chanterelle here, honestly, because this is all roasted.
Okay. What if we went acid forward and did just celery, the pickled mushrooms, the
Your
raw
favorite
mushrooms.
ingredient.
With leaves. Like I feel like that I want that. Maybe some apples.
Oh,
Like you know what I mean? Apples,
like
celery,
like a
pickled
mushroom Waldorf
mushroom,
salad.
pickled mushrooms, and we'll put walnuts in that.
Yeah, I like that.
works.
Uh-huh.
And we'll still finish it with the raw buttons on top, so it'll look really nice. And then you'll uncover it, and you'll have all this bright stuff underneath.
Yeah,
Because I
okay.
want crunchy and bright.
Excuse me. I'm glad I have all this room. Okay.
Good thing you kept it tight.
Okay, so we're still gonna do pickled gnocchis, high gnocchis, and we're gonna have little shallots too, right? They just look like little sperm. And then we'll have our shallots, rings,
Rings, yeah, like shaved on a mandolin.
So the celery, I think would be nice just dressed with lemon juice, lemon zest, double acid.
Yeah, that sounds great. Cut it at like a sharp angle.
Extreme bias
Extreme
celery.
bias.
We should do like a really fine chop so it kind of coats everything.
That sounds great. A little parsley here too, right?
Little parsley.
Little parsley.
Fine chopped too.
Yeah.
That like super micro
So it
chop.
like dresses. I like that a lot. Olive oil as well here. And what if we did? You know how we're shaving the button? What if we also shaved green apple, and then punched them all out, and then just kind of did?
Lovely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cute. And then that'll also get a little bath in lemon. It has to be on a plate, guys. My God. Should we just leave off the ice cream? I'd rather have no ice cream than bad ice cream. You think back then the English, without their freezers, it used to.
They don't even know how to cool their beer.
No,
They're
they
savages
don't.
over there.
It's no ice cream. No ice cream, and then you'll have no clue it's vegan.
All right, that sounds good.
Okay, I'm excited. This one's good. And actually, I don't think it's going to be that crazy.
No. It's a lot of stuff. There's like so much stuff. I'm surrounded by mushrooms, and they all need to be cooked in an hour.
It seems like a simple menu, but it's actually like a lot. Like I can't keep it in my head. I just immediately forgot there's a puree.
Yeah,
that I'm responsible for. The big roasted mushrooms have to go in immediately, and the cake also has to go in immediately. So I'm taking cake, Kev's taking mushrooms. Okay.
3, 2, 1, begin.
All right.
Let's go.
I'm gonna start by preparing porcini tea. This is porcini powder. Since it's ground, it'll infuse a lot faster. And this is going to be flavoring our sticky toffee pudding. It's really, really earthy, but not specifically mushroomy, I feel, so it's gonna go really well with the toffee flavor. Now I'm gonna turn this into my vegan egg with some of this stuff. I've never used it before.
What's in it?
It's got starch and psyllium husk and baking soda. And then I guess it's supposed to be 2 tablespoons of this stuff with a 1/4 cup of liquid. It's supposed to be equivalent to 2 eggs, and you're just supposed to mix it and let it thicken. This is a little simple syrup, and I've got like the cutest, tiniest mushrooms that we had, and I'm going to just, I'm gonna try and candy them. I've not tried to candy a mushroom.
So the base of the mushroom jus that we're doing is a kombu tea. So I need to get that going first. So that's just gonna simmer, then I'm gonna use that liquid in the pressure cooker, and I'm gonna add a bunch of dried mushroom, some nutritional yeast, mushroom garum, some Coke for sweetness and color, and a little bit of vegan bouillon. So we're gonna sear. So we're gonna give these a quick sear on the stovetop. Careful. A lot of people say you can't crowd mushrooms when you cook them. That is a myth. Mushrooms have a lot of water content, so what you want to do first is you're going to cook all that water out, and then it's going to start sizzling and caramelizing. And by that time, the volume of this mushroom is going to go way down because you've extracted all of the moisture.
Just gonna get a little cover on the candying mushrooms. 5 minutes have elapsed, Ham.
5 minutes have elapsed.
Vegan butter.
That's some nice color. So now I'm gonna flip them over. So we're gonna add some garlic, whole cloves, add some thyme. That smells good already. This is some smoked mushroom garum, fully vegan. It's a fermented mushroom product from the Nom-Nom labs. Some vegan bouillon. Then our mushroom gets nestled back in there. I'm gonna cover this up, and in the oven it goes. My kombu tea is ready, so I'm gonna strain into my pressure cooker. And here's going some more garlic. I'm adding dried shiitakes, dried porcinis, a little bit of brandy, a Coke, vegan bouillon, black pepper.
Cake got in a little later than I wanted, so we'll see how that does. They're gonna be the walnuts for the salad, and I would normally do it in the oven, but I'm afraid I'm gonna forget them in there. So we're doing them here. This is gonna be the cauliflower puree with the mushrooms. So I'm just gonna get them really nice and soft and seasoned, and then I'm gonna blend them up with the mushrooms. How How much gnocchi are you pickling? All of that?
All that.
Okay.
I'm gonna scrape up that delicious mushroom fond that's at the bottom of this pan. These chanterelles are gonna get blended into the puree, so I'm just looking for some roasty, toasty notes on them. Now we're also gonna deglaze. Chanterelles for blitzing. Roasted buttons for puree. 3/4 of a cup of sherry. An apple jack vinegar. You can see that the vinegar is almost syrupy. Salt. It's my favorite pastime, peeling impossibly small shallots. Thought I was getting ahead of it by starting with peeled garlic this time. Forgot about the shallots. The gnocchi right in there. And then this is going right in the freezer.
Oh my god, this is the fussiest thing in the world. Time? 31 minutes.
I'm waiting for the mushroom to cook. I'm waiting for the jus to finish. But besides that, I'm in a good place. What can I help you with?
You want to do the apples?
Yeah.
Here's a lemon. And then the idea is we're being real fussy here. I don't freaking know why. But here we are. Ham did this at the restaurant. This is why we went out of business.
You have to shave it to order because mushrooms oxidize quickly. It was a great pickup.
And then you gotta, I guess it's like, it's fine because we make it one time here. And
But when you're doing it every night,
when you're doing it every night, that's misery. Okay, it's soft. Thank you. I'm gonna use the weird vegan butter. Oh, that's not terrible.
that's pretty delicious. Has really nice sweetness from the Coke, nice umami. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit more of this. So I'm gonna just reduce that down as long as I can, thicken it with some kuzu, and then that's our jus. 15 minutes. Gonna add the morels. Oof, all the garlic's nice and soft, everything's melted. We got some nice roasted mushroom that's cooked. We've got some morels that have been flambéed in brandy around. This is a nice vegan treat.
The butter just melted into like a slick oil situation.
Kuzu comes from a root vegetable. It's a starch that's used to thicken a lot of things in vegan Japanese cuisine, monk cuisine.
I think it's cake.
Yeah,
It's cake.
we got cake.
We have cake. 5 minutes. Super fine chop. Do you think you'll be able to shingle?
If I'll be able to shingle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
Where's all the
I'll
shingle
do
stuff?
this and then I gotta move on to cake. Cool.
Hot.
Come on. Holy crap. That's very stressful when you actually count down.
Everything happens.
Wow. It's very brown. It's a very brown meal.
Shrooms, baby, shrooms. We made it. So really stressed going into it, but like I got really zen in the process.
Everything I've tasted so far is good. It looks pretty good. It's basically what we set out to do. We got it done. Bread. Really good bread we didn't make.
Just a Cabra loaf for mopping up all that delicious jus. I'm really happy with how this came out because the whole time I was like channeling The Last of Us.
It's the perfect mix of creepy and beautiful.
Doesn't this kind of look like the top of one of the infected? I'm gonna slice right into it.
Wow.
You can cut into it. You'll get a nice hunk, a little morel action.
I'm really excited about the morels. This is my favorite mushroom.
Some of this guy.
Some of that guy.
Nice little dollop.
Little jus.
Little jus. Look at that. Pretty nice consistency.
Yeah. It looks really dark and meaty, like
Very jus-like.
Yeah.
Where would you like it?
on the mushrooms.
On the mushroom. That's a nice looking meal.
Yeah. Even though the ingredient is mushroom, the whole plate looks very like diverse.
Yeah.
You know?
And a little finish of flaky salt.
Okay, let's
Okay.
get in there.
I'm gonna start with salad. All the different textures in there, so much fun to eat. You get crunch from the celery, crunch from the walnuts, crunch from the apples.
I really thought that I was gonna miss cheese, but there's so much richness from the nuts and the oil. But I also like the mushroom two textures because the pickle is a little bit more like spongy, and then you get like this softness from the shaved. I actually really like that.
This is delicious.
I don't even think you need to change it.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No longer needs cheese.
I really,
Does
really
not need
thought it would
cheese.
need cheese, but it's actually really good just like the way it is.
We just invented vegan salads.
I like this.
I'm gonna start with a morel.
It's really, really savory,
Yeah.
really meaty.
I love how mushroom just soaks up whatever rich liquid they're cooking in as well.
This, I do wish it
Had
was
butter?
cooked in chicken jus and finished with butter. That's what I want here. But it's fine. It's good. It's good because it's really good mushrooms and they're cooked properly. But what I want here is
Chicken jus.
I want the mushroom infused with chicken.
Puree is really silky. Really smooth. Cashews gave it a great texture.
And a little vegan butter.
On to dessert.
Cake was a little bit of a struggle. After baking it, it was weird because it was definitely cooked, but it was soft. The kuzu starch really brought it together. And then the candied mushrooms, they're just like sweet mushrooms.
It's not bad. It's the texture of a sticky toffee pudding.
Liquid in the cake is like a porcini tea. The texture, like I think you would be happy with this, vegan or not. The mushroom, I'm not getting like a strong note of porcini, but I feel like it balances out all the sweetness.
Yes, and I'm also enjoying the slight chew from the mushrooms on top with the cake. It gives it a little bit of an interesting texture, so it's not all just soft. It was fun. It's always fun cooking with mushrooms. You can do a lot with them. You can have them raw. You can pickle them. You can roast them. You can puree them. You can candy them and pop them on top of a cake.
And I feel like people don't do raw or pickled mushrooms very much.
Yeah.
And I think it's like something you're sleeping on because this is really delicious.
It's delicious. And we need to eat as much mushroom as possible before they evolve and come after us.
Yes.
So,
That's the moral of
we
the
need
story.
the moral of the story is we need to eat them before they take over us. Oh my God, it's Pedro! It's Pedro, everybody.
Wow.